Gaining confidence as a real estate agent is one of the most important things that you can do, whether you're just starting off or whether you're already a top performing real estate agent. Confidence is the catalyst that will take you from where you're at to where you want to go. It's not everything, but it is what is needed to get started. You see, there are real estate agents out there right now in your marketplace who are outperforming you, some of them by a mile. And it doesn't mean that they're a better real estate agent. It doesn't mean that they're doing a better job for their clients. In fact, sometimes that's not even the case. The sad truth is the only reason they're being chosen is because they have a level of confidence that gives the consumer the feeling that they're in good hands. Today, I'm going to dissect 3 key points of gaining confidence to where you can be propelled to the next level in your business. All right, guys, welcome back to Think Bigger Real Estate. I'm your host, Justin Stoddard. You guys, I've created something very, very cool for you called the Ultimate Guide to 10X Your Warm Referrals. If you want a copy of it, look in the show notes. It's there waiting for you. Also, if you want to connect with me directly, you can also find an access to my private calendar. So use that. Let me help you get unstuck. Let's dive into today's episode. You guys, there are 3 principles that I want to cover that will help you to gain more confidence in your real estate business. Before I dive fully into these 3 points, let me set the stage by telling you a story. I had the good fortune of inviting Grant Cardone to come onto my podcast. We spent about 45 minutes together. And from that point on, he began to mentor me directly. In the process of interviewing Grant, I thought to myself, this guy outperforms me from a financial and business standpoint significantly, like significantly. And as I'm having this conversation with Grant, I thought to myself, his ideas aren't that much better than mine. They're better, no doubt, but they're not that much better. And I thought to myself, the only reason, at least to start, why Grant is outperforming by so much is because he carries so much confidence that people listen to him. I had this conversation with my brother later. I was like, I could really hang with Grant. Like, it wasn't like he was totally like running circles around me mentally and from an idea standpoint. We were having a very stimulating conversation back and forth. And I thought it's amazing how big he is and how much he's done. And we came to the realization that confidence, that simply having the confidence carries so much weight, that your message, your service, your value can go so much further in the marketplace when you really start to share it more confidently. I've learned a lot since that interview with Grant, and I'm grateful for that. It's helped me to really find my voice and propel it out to a larger audience. Now, what does that story about Grant Cardone and me have to do with you? Again, what I'm saying is that there are professionals in the marketplace who maybe are a little bit better than you, or maybe they're not better than you at all. But the only thing that they have different than you is that they're more confident than you, is that they carry a confidence with them that not only causes them to do more of the right activities, which leads to success, but it also carries with it a certain punch. When that person talks, they feel their advice, they feel their insight. And because it comes with so much confidence, the consumer feels safe. You see, confidence isn't just for us, it's for our clients to say, I feel safe. This person has strong opinions and I believe what they're saying because they're saying it with so much confidence. Interesting, right? That confidence can have such an impact both upon us and the things that we do day to day, as well as upon the clients who are choosing to use us or not. Now, how do we get confidence? Let me start off by saying it starts very first thing in the morning. You see, when you wake up in the morning, your mind starts to talk to you. Weird, right? But like you actually have this internal narrator. For those of you that are Disney fans, like it's the Jiminy Cricket, right? And he's talking to you all day long. He's narrating the world in which you're in. Now, it's not really a cricket, right? But what it is your internal voice, your subconscious mind is telling you and interpreting the world in which you live. And so very first thing, you need to take control of that, and you have intentionality around what that voice is saying. The way to do that right away is to start off by looking at images and reviewing words that inspire you, right? I have, and for my private clients, we've built a vision board component. Very first thing that they look at in the morning is their vision board. And this vision board gives them the ability to remember where they're headed, not where they're at. You see, sometimes when we stare at our existing circumstances, we kind of nitpick and we see things that aren't well, and then we start to criticize ourselves and we start to doubt our capacities, and all of a sudden our confidence is low. But if we move our sights beyond that and we deny the temptation of, ooh, I'm here because I suck, but instead of, I'm going here because I'm great. You see the difference there? When we start to look into the future and we start to really realize where we're headed and what we're going to build and what we are building, all of a sudden we start to gain some confidence. Now, I would say couple that with some inspirational music. Find a song that causes you to want to be your best. You'll know it because your heart rate will go up. You'll start to feel exciting and you'll get images in your mind of you being better in all areas of your life. If you haven't found that song yet, go looking for it. These affirmations coupled with music that gets you feeling really good. That's the first thing that you need to do, is reprogram that subconscious mind by doing exactly that. Now, the second tip that I have for you is that you need to learn. You see, we can talk ourselves all day long into saying that I'm good enough, I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. Like, we can say funny affirmations like that, but if we're actually not getting better, if we're not actually learning from other people who can teach us and inspire us and teach us new things to where we can actually be more valuable in the marketplace, it's kind of a joke, right? We're actually kidding ourselves. We're a little bit delusional. So we actually need to spend time learning things that are relevant to us getting better and us serving our customers better. So I would recommend reading 10 pages a day. I know that sounds like, oh, I've heard that before. It's easier said than done. There are a number of distractions, but if you can carve out 15 to 20 minutes every day to read from a good book, maybe listen to a good podcast, you're going to find that you actually every day are a little bit better than the day before. Even your current customers are going to recognize that every time you meet with them, you have more ideas and more value. You know how valuable that makes you in their eyes is that, hey, the Justin of today is not going to be as good as the Justin of tomorrow because he's always learning. That will build your confidence. That will give you the ability to want to speak up and say something because you'll actually have something new to say. And the third tip is to actually get into activity, do the work. In real estate, that work looks like lead generation, actually being in conversation with people about real estate. Now, maybe you're prospecting based and you're making cold calls to other people. I think there are better ways to do it than that. I believe that you can actually enter into conversations with people that want to be in conversation with you, and you can be looking to serve them in real estate and in other ways outside of real estate. And what that does is create an enormous amount of value for the people that have the ability to use you and or refer you to other people. Whatever it looks like for you, whether you're referral based or whether you're prospecting based, get into action. Real confidence comes from results. Real results come from doing the work. Those three things coupled together will create massive confidence for you. And when you have massive confidence, everything changes. You feel it and you want to do more of the activities. Your clients feel it, they want to use you and refer you more. This is a differentiator. This is the catalyst for you getting to that next level in your business. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning into today. Be sure and download the ultimate guide to 10x your warm referrals. Schedule some time with me. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification, and let's be in touch. And my final request is this: go think bigger.